Frank, the first caravan we know is drastically smaller from when it first left Honduras. 7,000 people to about 4,000 now. What can you tell us about the difficulties they've encountered along the way?
Thanks, Erica. Yes, what we're told now at this stage is the caravan, the first one you speak of, did indeed come in with a number of around 7,000 people into southern Mexico. It's broken up into a number of smaller groups now. So now news media reporting from southern Mexico today indicating that there are now four migrant caravan groups making their way to the central part of Mexico, and they say on their way to the United States. The first caravan is still around 5,000, as you reported, mostly Hondurans. They're located now in a city called Matias Romero in the southern Mexican state of Oaxaca. Authorities and doctors there say at least 500 children in that first group are suffering from upper respiratory problems, things like the common cold and fevers that are causing more difficult passage. These are mostly men, women, and children, many very, very poor people making their way toward Mexico City. A second caravan is located in the Chiapas city of Huixla. It's a very small town. There's a river there. People can stop and bathe themselves. Most of them are Hondurans. 2,000 or so people there, media reports indicate. And some of them confronted Guatemalan police. At least one of those Hondurans in that group died, Erica. A third caravan is in Guatemala. They're from El Salvador, about 450 Salvadorans, and we're told there's now a fourth caravan made up of around 2,000 people, again from El Salvador. So we're starting to see larger numbers of Central Americans deciding to flee their nations as well, heading toward Mexico on their way to the United States, they say, Erica.
Absolutely, no doubt. This is a sad situation all the way around, Frank. All right, tell us about how the Mexican government is coping with all of these migrants.
The Mexican government today, from the capital here where I'm speaking to you from, is actually coordinating. They're doing all they can to set up shelters in the Mexican capital here at locations such as sporting centers, open plazas, Catholic churches and things of that sort. The idea is to set up shelter for thousands of people who are expected to arrive in the coming week here to the Mexican capital. They'll settle in and rest up. They'll try to heal their feet. We saw people who had giant blisters on their feet. I saw people whose feet were bleeding, in fact, Erica. They'll try to regain their strength and get some food and water and rest up for the rest of the journey. There is a plan for some of those migrant leaders, they say, to meet with Mexican senators and the Mexican lower house of Congress. The new incoming mayor of Mexico City, a woman, Claudia Sheinbaum, is setting up special shelters for the migrants. That's being reported today. And so that situation's still underway. And meantime, the United States president says he's sending up to 15,000 troops. A group of Honduran migrants is suing the United States President Donald Trump. They're hoping to declare, a judge will declare his rulings on how to deal with the border security issue there unconstitutional. So this is definitely shaping up to be a very intense situation. CGTN will be reporting live from the U.S.-Mexico border on U.S. Election Day next Tuesday. We'll bring you live reports from the U.S. state of Arizona, Erica, to let you know what the troop movements are like there and how that might affect any efforts by migrants to try to enter the United States on the border between the United States and Mexico. Back to you.
All right, Frank Contreras live for us from Mexico City. Thank you so much.